Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Corey, better known as the C-Man, and I want to welcome you to another edition of the C-Man's Cinema Sit-Down. It's crazy that in all the trailers that we watched last week, I totally didn't see this one sitting in my folder, and I'm just like, shame on me for not seeing it in my folder, because if there was anything that this guy loved almost as much as he loves Batman, it was this group of teenage mutants. Let me tell you, man, I watched this show religiously. If there was movies, if there was anything, comics, books, anything I could get my hand on. Heck, my mom got me a piggy bank, and it is a pig, and he's green. He got a blue bandana around his eyes with a turtle shell. It's freaking phenomenal. I love it. I love all things these guys. You probably know what I'm talking about, but if you don't, why don't you pull up a chair, take a seat? We are getting ready to take a look at the official teaser trailer for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem, which I cannot wait for. Let me tell you, man, Seth Rogan is about to be responsible for bringing some of my favorite childhood things back to life. He's got the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles coming with this movie for Paramount Plus. I'm super stoked. Like I said, anything Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I'm here. I mean, there was a stretch where, like, after the second movie, the Turtles themselves went on, like, a world music tour where they had, like, it was a show. And it was like a completely like written, scripted out stage show that involved the Turtles playing music. Their bandanas had like, they were all bedazzled out. And it was friggin' awesome. Like any kind of media I can get my hands on when it comes to the Turtles, I'm always here for. But Seth Rogen's also bringing back Darkwing Duck. Like this is someone who I feel like I have a kindred spiritual connection with when it comes to things I loved as a child. Because Seth seems to be playing around in the places that I love, and I'm a big Seth Rogan fan. I feel like he understands these like cartoon shows in particular and what those fans are looking for. And then when you look at the cast that this man has assembled for this show, this movie, it's like I always think Turtles as a show first, because that's what I grew up on, man. It was like the comic books. And then there's the cartoon show. And then you got the live action movies and then animated movies. Oh, man, I love all the Turtle things. But anyway, as far as the Turtles go, he's cast, I don't know any of these kids, but they all appear to be kids. So we've got Nicholas Cantu as Leonardo, Brady Noon as Raphael, Micah Abbey as Donatello, and Shaman Brown Jr. as Michelangelo. But then when you get past the kids, this list is just star-studded pretty much everywhere. First and foremost, you're talking about Master Splinter. This mother effer got Jackie Chan to be Master Splinter, which is freaking epic. I haven't seen Jackie Chan on a cartoon show since Jackie Chan had the Jackie Chan cartoon show. So you got Master Splinter there, right at the top. You got Ayo Edebiri as April O'Neil. And then, strap in, folks, things about to get nuts. Obviously, Seth Rogen playing Bebop himself. He's got John Cena for Rocksteady, which is perfect. Giancarlo Esposito playing Baxter Stockman. Paul Rudd playing Mondo Gecko. Rose Byrne playing Leatherhead. We've got Maya Rudolph playing Cynthia Utrom. Ice Cube playing Superfly. And Hannibal Buress for Genghis Frog. Like, I'm stoked. Like everything that you can think of when it comes to a celebrity cast list, and like every time I read one of those names, I'm like, yeah, that like Seth Rogen, you've got a great friend list if you wanted to do a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle animated movie. And the other thing too that I'm digging is that the look to the Turtles seems kind of similar to what they were doing on Nickelodeon, which would make sense for Paramount, because like for anybody who is a kid now that knows about the Ninja Turtles, that Nickelodeon show is what you're thinking of, not the animated show from when I was a kid. And I gotta tell you, I love that Nickelodeon animated show. Like, it did some different things. It updated and kind of changed stuff to fit, you know, what a kid lives in now in the world. But overall, I mean, that show is spot on the money. So while I don't believe this has anything to do with the television show. I do dig that the animation at least looks similar as far as like the character designs for the turtles themselves. But I've been talking far too long, man. I'm telling you, this movie's got me jacked up. I am so excited. Like I said, after Batman, these 4 Ninja Turtles, that they were my favorite thing in the world when it came to being a kid. Like if it was media, if it was whatever it was, like I could get my hands on it and it had a Ninja Turtle, I was getting my hands on it. Absolutely. So let's shift on over. Let's get the trailer up for you guys, and let's take a look at the official teaser trailer for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem.
Can I kick it?
Kick it. Yes, you can. Off to a good start, and the animation looks freaking dope. New York City. From permanent teenager Seth Rogan, I respect that. A new generation of heroes. Look at this animation, dude. It's dope. Will rise. Straight from the sewer. The NYC sewer. This is fantastic.
Let's try that again, but with ninja stars.
Hey, why did we pick a fruit shaped exactly like my head?
Just stop talking. You're ruining my concentration.
You're fine. Chill. He's gonna die.
Wait, did you hear that? What was that?
Well, not that we can do. You guys want to grab pizza?
Dude, the animation looks. Yo, Splitter have an afro.
Things. They look like little Shreks to me.
Yo,
Our whole lives for this. What happened? Is Donnie bleeding?
What's an accident? Mikey, watch
It's still in my. Dude.
So you were baby turtles who made contact with mystery goo.
Well, we prefer the term ooze, but yeah, it's like more like
Mystery
it's
goo.
song better, yeah.
Ooze.
Nice, right?
Ooze. Dude, I mean, this cast is so damn big. Oh my goodness, man. August 2023. I am so here for you, Ninja Turtles. Yeah, I tell you, I think the only complaint I would have, and you figure if this movie is successful, you're probably going to get multiple. So, they'll kind of probably grow into the role. But the actors, and like I said, these are kid actors, they do sound a little young. Specifically Donatello. Like Donnie sounds like he's like a little kid. Now, granted, I mean, teenagers are kind of little. It's funny, like when you're not a teenager or close to being a teenager anymore, you kind of forget like what a teen. But like, and that could be the trick, right? Like I guess I could look up the ages of all of these kids and see if they are all teenagers. Then I mean, what are you gonna do? I mean, look, they're all. All of your actors are teenagers, technically. Like I said, like you forget what a teenager sounds. When I was growing up, that was the problem, right? Like when I was growing up, adults were teenagers, right? Whether it was live action, you were watching like a high school drama, you pretty much never had teenagers playing teenagers. And then when you look at voice actors, almost none of them are actually teenagers. So maybe that's why they don't sound. Maybe they sound like little kids because teenagers still, depending on how old of a teenager you are. And pretty much all ages of teenagery, if I think about it. Like through 19, I was still a kid. So I don't know. But you got Nicholas Cantu, like I said, he's the oldest of the group at 19. Micah Abbey, I believe, who's playing Raphael, is, I think, technically the youngest at 15. The second oldest, Shaman Brown Jr., who's playing Michelangelo, he is 18. And then Brady Noon, who I think sounds the youngest, is actually the second youngest at 17 years old. I just wish Donnie was turned up, or just like the voice wasn't so high pitch. But nevertheless, outside of the voices in and of themselves kind of taking me aback for a second, I'll get over it because all of those actors are teenagers. So, they do fit the bill. But outside of like having to get used to new voices, especially because like after the original voice actors, this new Nickelodeon group is really what I've identified to, and I don't feel like they're like terribly off from each other. These voices are definitely a little different, but I am here for what's going on screen. This obviously looks like fairly early into the days of the Turtles. They don't all seem to be pros the way that we kind of maybe know them, depending on how much of a Turtle fan you are. But like things like Raph's freaking sight going into like Donnie's leg, messing up, Raph throwing the ninja star like through the watermelon. So like the hijinks kind of stuff and comedy of them not being like the absolute best at what they're doing is fantastic. They didn't really show us too much as far as other characters in here, which I'm totally cool with. Characters, of course, that we do see, Bebop and Rocksteady, I mean, spot on. And that's the other thing that I kind of dig about the animation. There's kind of like an ugly grittiness to it, which is working for me personally. So, like, I mean, Bebop, Rocksteady, we've seen them. We've seen April, which looks great. But the one that really caught me off guard after you got, like, through the throwing star and the watermelon was when we saw the first look at Splinter. Like, Splinter's got like an afro mullet going on. Like, that's fantastic. I can't wait to hear Jackie Chan do Master Splinter. It'll probably just be Jackie Chan doing Master Splinter. But, like, totally here for it. You just get that one shot of Bebop and Rocksteady. And I think that's really it as far as, like, other characters that we see besides April. So I can't wait to hear specifically any of the other characters that are not April or the four Turtles, and see what those performances are like. But the animation's cool, man. Like it's got like a similar vibe to Into the Spider-Verse in the sense that it's like definitely a true to form combo of like 2D and 3D animation, and it's also got kind of a comic booky, like hand-drawn feel to it, which is really dope. And yeah, like I said, it's got kind of like an ugly grittiness. And if you think of like New York City sewers, I think this animation kind of syncs up with that. And then also if you think of mutants, like Bebop and Rocksteady, they look exactly like Bebop and Rocksteady, but like the ugliness to them, I'm like, yeah, kind of would fit those characters too. So like, I really dig that, and I dig the colors, like the way the colors and the lighting are hitting. It makes this animation pop, and I love that it's not crisp and precise and clean. Like you're looking, and there's like, it's not coloring out of the lines, but like you've got jagged lines sometimes, and like it's not. I dig the way it looks. So the way it looks. The way it's moving, what we're seeing, what I'm hearing, gotta take a little getting used to. But I think everything here is what I want. And if you bring the Mutant Mayhem in the official trailer, I think this movie could be a big old win for Paramount coming August 4th. And that is going to the movie theaters, which is fun. It's one of those, like, you'd hope Paramount wouldn't be dumb enough to create an animated kids movie and then just put it straight to Paramount Plus. It's like in the back of your head you could see that. But Seth Rogan, the amount of superstar actors that you have in here, it makes sense that this one's going to the theater. Thank God it's going to the theater. I was a little nervous. I was like, wait, because I know Paramount's got it, so it's like, would this be? Nah. But if you wanted to spin out from this and do like a TV show on Paramount Plus, I would be here for that if this kicks as much ass as it looks like it's going to. But I'm going to shut up. I've been talking far too long. I'm going to flip it over to you. I want to know what kind of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fans are you guys? Where are my Turtle fans in the C-Maniac Nation? I want y'all to come to the front and tell me what you're thinking here, man. What do you think, first and foremost, of the look? Is the animation working for you? Did the voices throw you off at all? Like I said, I think they do sound a little bit younger than what I would hear in my head coming from the original cartoon and the most recent iteration on Nickelodeon. But also at the same time, like, they're close. It's just Donnie threw me off the most out of everybody. So if that's what you're feeling, I want to know that. What do you think about the action and the comedy? Like I said, I kind of dig the fact that, like, this is a younger version of the Turtles. Clearly, like, they're not pros. I mean, like I said, seeing Ralph Scythe go into friggin' Donnie's leg, like, kind of seeing them not be perfect at what they're doing, learning, reacting, turning, like those things working for you. Is that interesting? Is that your type of vibe and comedy that you want here? And can you see these turtles being like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles by the end of this movie? Anything you guys got, really, man, good, bad, indifferent, on the teaser trailer for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem? Put it down below in the comment section. Look forward to talking to you down there. As always, if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you're new, you want to come hang out with C-Man anytime we're talking movies, TV, trailer, reactions, you just dig the general vibe and you want to show a little love and support, well, hey, come join C-Maniac Nation. You can do all those things simply by jumping over there, hitting that subscribe button, hit that little bell if you want those alerts. And until next time, for the C-Man's Cinema Sit Down, I've been the C-Man. I'm signing off. Peace. Oh, you guys are still here. You snuck up on me. You must be looking for more of this guy. Well, I got two video options for you, man. Right up here and right over here. And if you want all those C-Man goodies, well, hey, come join the squad right on over there, and I'll catch you on the next one.